very clearly. Okay, so what we have one wedge, and this angle is, let's say, theta, and on this wedge, and this is little bit heavier wedge, and this, there is some mass, let's say this mass is capital M, and we are applying a horizontal force, and this horizontal force is exactly amount, and this is your applied force, and this applied force is exactly equal to mg. So this is the force, that F is equal to mg, which is horizontal force acting on this particular block. Now we have to give the condition on theta, mainly on tan theta. We have to give the condition on tan theta such that this particle or this block is not able to move on the surface of this particular plank or surface of wedge. So we have to give the condition of tan theta. Now, if this mass or if this force is not there, then there is only one condition. We have to preserve, sorry, we have to prevent that this mass should not go downward, isn't it? But look at what will happen from due to this particular force. This particular force will create a little bit different situation. Obviously, let's go for free body diagram. So we have this mass as mg, okay, and this is my normal force, and obviously there is some frictional force, mu is there, and that is static friction. This is my normal force. I can have one component, and this angle is equivalent to theta, and this value is equal to mg cos theta, and the another component of this force, this mg force, there are two mg force, one is horizontal and one is vertical. So another component here is equal to mg sin theta, isn't it? Another component is mg sin theta. Now this is the story of this vertical component of mg. Now let's go for a story of horizontal component of mg. What will happen to this particular mg? So this is something like this. So this mg is acting something like this, isn't it? This force, I am representing this force. There are two components. One component is in this side. What will be this value?
So mg cos theta.
That is mg cos theta, because it's theta, it is 90 minus theta. So this angle is theta. So this value is mg cos theta. And what about another component? The another component in this side, isn't it? Another component in this side, and this is basically there is one more force that will be mg sin theta. Now look at, due to this force, there are fair chance that this particle can move upward, isn't it? And or this particle can go downward too. So if I am talking about the motion of these two particles, then what is going to happen? It should go either upward or it should go either downward, depends on the circumstances. And what we have to do, we have to keep this particular mass rest with respect to this particular wedge. And this is a real challenge, isn't it? So how many cases we have to discuss? We have to first discuss what will be condition such that it will go downward, and if it will go downward, then frictional force will go upward. So this is one condition. Second condition is that there may be chance that this can go upward, then frictional force will act on downward. And then we have to write the particular situation where neither it is go downward or nor it is go upward. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So this is a very interesting problem, one of the beautiful problem you can say. And this is just a replica of last problem, isn't it? What we have solved in the last class. Isn't it? Same type of situation is there. Now, let us go for case by case. Just we can discuss it by case. So let's go for case 1. Okay. Let's go for case 1. If block is going downward. If block is going downward. Sorry, going downward. Going down. But before that, what will be my normal? Here, my normal is just a mg cos theta plus sin theta, isn't it? This is my normal. So obviously, the frictional force in the frictional force, then this part of normal will take part into the calculation. So okay. So if it is going downward, that means, can I say mg sin theta is greater than mg cos theta plus mu n or frictional force?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
because
sir.
then frictional force will act in the upward direction. So this is direction of frictional force. This is my direction of frictional force when it is going upward. So I can write this value as mg sin theta must be greater than mg cos theta plus mu, and this is my value. So I can go for mg cos theta plus sin theta. Are you people agreed? So everything is visible to you? Okay, I think this is enough. Now, so mg part will cancel out from, so this is mg is here. Okay, so I can take bracket, there is mg. Okay, so now mg can we cancel out and we can divide it by cos theta on both sides. So what will happen? I have tan theta is greater than, this is 1 plus mu tan theta, isn't it? So I will take, I can, now you can just subtract mu tan theta here and you can subtract mu tan theta here. So what you will get? You will get 1 plus mu here. So what you can get? Tan theta I can take common, and that is 1 minus mu, because it is inequality. You cannot take this into this side. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
This is inequality. So don't do this type of blunder. Obviously, that result is same, but obviously keep your concept very clear. So why I am just subtracting mu tan theta here, and I am subtracting mu tan theta here, such that this will gone, and this value is greater than 1 plus mu. And what is my tan theta? My tan theta is greater than 1 plus mu by 1 minus mu. So this is my first case. And this is case for what? This is case for particle is going downward.
Downward.
Okay, so this is my first case where particle is going downward. So case 1, I am just writing the summary here because I have to go for another case study also. So case 1 is that tan theta is greater than 1 plus mu by 1 minus mu. So this is my first condition. Yes? Are you people comfortable?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Now let's go for second case. Now you can see How mature question is that, isn't it? You need to see the every perspective of your calculation, of your motion, and this problem is awesome problem, I can say. Yes. And this type of problem will come into your exam because there is not any unnecessary complex calculation. There is only concept is there. And what is the real concept? The real concept is that if I am pushing this block horizontally, then one component may keep it in the upward side. This is very important thing. Let's go for case 2. Okay. Okay, so let's go for case 2. So in this case, the block M move upward. Now, if block M will move upward, then obviously the frictional force will in downward direction, isn't it? Now look at what is going to happen. Means mg sine theta is less than mg cos theta minus frictional force, isn't it? Because I am making reference that mg sine theta. Same thing we have done the reference for the tension, isn't it? In last problem. Here we are making the reference that mg sine theta. So I have written this frictional force in this direction. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this value is mg sine theta less than mg cos theta minus mg. Mu will be also there, mu into n, and that value is equal to cos theta plus sine theta. And again, what I am going to do? Again, I am going to subtract with sine theta and mg will be cancel out. So we have tan theta is less than 1 minus mu tan theta. What we have to do? We have to add mu tan theta and you have to add mu tan theta here. So what we will get? We will get tan theta 1 plus mu is less than 1 minus mu, and we have tan theta is less than 1 minus mu upon 1 plus mu. Yes. So this is the condition for which particle or block will go upward. So this is the condition. Now, which condition you want? Are you want this condition?
No, sir.
Or this condition?
No. Intersection of.
You want neither this nor this, something in between this, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So what will be your answer? Your answer is very interesting. So I can give my answer as term of inequality, isn't it? So you can write tan theta as, so I think this is not needed here. So I can use this particular thing as, so this is all about my tan theta, and tan theta is between, obviously it should be greater than this. So just we have to go for this. So this will be 1 plus mu, 1 minus mu, because I have to avoid this condition. So, okay, this condition is there. And I have to also avoid this condition. So I have 1 minus mu, 1 plus mu. And this will be your answer. And if you can take equality sign also. Isn't it? Just limiting case for the equality sign. Otherwise depends on what is your answer. And this is your perfect answer. It's an awesome problem, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
The
Yes,
concept is exactly same, whatever we have done into the last class, but here you can see how you can proceed the problem, how you can analyze the problem. The solving problem and getting answer is not the issue. The issue is basically that are you able to analyze each and every perspective of problem or not? So if you are going to solve only one problem in a day like this is more than enough for a concept. Okay, let's go for another one. Are you people comfortable up to this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.